organic pieces of art. For those of you who follow local craftsmen, you already know this is the unmistakable work of Mobile potter Dr.Sumeet.
If you stay close to nature, that's the ace of the hole. You don't have to second guess it. You're not going to get a grade on it.
At his small studio off Michigan Avenue, Charles has been spinning away at his craft for 30 years, squeezing energy and elegance into lifeless lumps of clay. And the public has taken notice. But not right away.
I was probably 15 years in the pottery before that happened. 15 years.
It was during that time that Charles realized the key to his success. Before you please anyone else, you have to please yourself.
In my case, I'm doing a pot for me.
So I don't do the whole thing. So I will just stop the thing here, please. You would have seen possibly that there is a beautiful pot being made, which is possibly good business even today, right? What goes into the pot? It's not one ordinary pot. It's not the pots we use for what we call puller, for drinking tea. It's not that. So what you're seeing is you still have an aspect of skill which continues to be important, in making these pots. You have an aspect of innovation. You are making an innovative pot which people are wanting to buy as part of art. So you have two things here. And obviously that pot only sells or only remains attractive because you have something new, something innovative. So the use of technology into business possibly still has relevance for all these three things. To make a successful business, you can have, we are saying SOHO, that means small office, home office type of, it's an individual business. But what three things you really need? One is skill, one is innovation, and the next is adapting to the tastes, right? So these are three things which the technology that we are using, we have to keep focusing on. In order for the technology to grow, that means more people to accept the technology, maybe get some business out of it, right? Okay. What are the basic associations of technology to business? Some of them are increased productivity, provide more information, exchange information remotely. That means you do your emails, everything else, right? Personalize. You have something called, which we'll see in the next slide, in the next video. Is somebody, when you walk into a shop, somebody will recognize you. That means there's a technology going behind identifying that you have been a previous visitor, and therefore it is a personalized service to you, right? We'll see that in the next video. And you have increased market reach, which is what technology can give you. And reduce maybe commuting to work, you can work from home. Since the downturn, many IT professionals in the US actually are not required to go to office. 3 to 4 days they work at home. For the type of work they do, the office does not even want lights and fans of office, fixed assets, fixed property, fixed prices, costs to be incurred. They don't want a future possibility, right? This is interesting. Just maybe again I need some time to. Yeah. This one. This is the GPS she's trying to use to reach her office. already at the meeting. One of the largest glass manufacturing companies in the world because they are here. So what you are saying is you have a lot of opportunities for remote working. You would have seen these people in different parts working on that fashion. What is the fashion that they are going to choose for the dress, right? So you will have that. So what it needs, technology in future will need is a lot of networking. Lot of different people in very remote locations, they are going to network. They are going to all work together for the success of the technology, right? What are some of the challenges? You know, we 6 of us work in the same place and still can't work together, and we have problems. What is the type of challenge future technology is going to give to us, where these 6 people are not in front of you? They are located anywhere in the world, anywhere in any continent, right? You know, people in IT are already facing this because when they are sleeping in the US, you are working in Bangalore. That's the only reason, one of the main reasons why IT comes to you, right? Research. Fundamental choice of new or old technology, costly or cheap technology should be like. What should be the choice? Okay. Should the choice of technology and business be to make the strong even stronger? I'm not saying strong or even stronger. My example will be a little extreme, which I'll show you. But by strong and even stronger means making one corporate becoming even more powerful corporate because of that. These are the bombs, high technology, which were used by the Americans in Vietnam, right? And this girl's photograph, it's an incendiary moth. That means it catches fire. So her clothes have burnt on her body. She's become a doctor. This is her nurse from there. So what we are saying is, I'm taking an example, an extreme example of that sort of a bomb, investing on that sort of a technology. It means a technology. What is the best way to achieve it? It is a earthen product which is used for refrigeration products. Very, very critical for us to know how much of our food, how much of our non-preservable items get thrown away because they get wasted. Everybody cannot afford a refrigerator and electricity is not there in any of our lives. He is the person who made this, and it is a
is that you can predict that you will be able to solve a particular problem. But what you also get, you wouldn't necessarily predict, is the ability for that community to rally around problems that were not part of the initial problem set. That's what profound.
I am Nuri Qureshi. I am a Ashoka Levinson Fellow, and I am one of the co-founders of the CX software system.
It's about empowering communities to be able to address problems in ways that allow the marketplace to decide where the solution needs to go.
The Clinton Global Initiative started with a program, and we talked about with Microsoft and Ashoka as to how we could talk about technology and what impact it would have on the people who are living in the bottom of the pyramid.
ZMQ is a technology for development company which creates solutions around social change using mobile technology.
The shift that's occurring is to say we have fellows like him and Kashi who have a solution that is born from the marketplace, that is relevant, has trust.
When we started talking more about it, we found that we had some people like Yashoka Farudini, who was developing a software.
He was getting weaker and losing weight. So she came for the checkup.
Tuberculosis is one of the leading killers in India, which kills around 300,000 people every year. And globally, around 1.7 million people die of tuberculosis, and over 90% of them are in low or middle income countries. What's directly observed treatment short course is the most effective strategy to control tuberculosis. It has been devised by WHO and DOTS is currently implemented by over 180 countries worldwide in their national TB program. In Delhi alone, there are around 600 DOTS centers. The data of the patient, the treatment, medication and other tasks are recorded in a ledger on a paper and in a register. The monthly reports are put on the blackboards. This creates an unnecessary challenge for the DOTS treatment because in today's scenario, with the use of appropriate technology, the treatment can be made more effective if we include a component of technology in it. The Microsoft brings to the partnership the in form of technology, and more important, they have given us the hope of scaling further.
Of the 6 billion people on the planet, 5 billion of them are in the middle of the pyramid or bottom of the pyramid. So any corporation who chooses to work only with the top 1 billion is ignoring a large human resource which could be a customer, a client, a partner. And given that the scenario that technology is something that is impacting and bringing social change in everybody's life these days, we thought we had a very strong role to play after having touched every organization in the world to touch every human being in the world with our technologies.
Partnership with Microsoft not only helps us in scaling the program quickly, but also gives us the credibility in engaging with other partners like government in India and across the developing world.
I have a huge resource of people who understand technology. I was able to shortlist a person who understood mobile telephony as a technology and work within me to develop the technology in a manner that it could deliver more impact using much less resources, including time and money.
And ground level what is required. Hilmi knows at ground level what is required, but does not have the back office resource. So if you bring these two people together and use a certain type of technology, a lot of work can be done. I just come back to this a little later because many people are talking about. So this is like we are talking about making the weaker a little strong. So that's an area where you can choose where you want to work. Now there is a characteristics of technology also, which is time compression, rapid scaling up. Now we heard that Microsoft could provide Hilmi some scaling up. That's the reason why he goes to Microsoft. I have done it.